minutes. So
Okay.
I might have Anu come just sort of
Sounds good.
deal
So
with
in
it.
22 minutes, you might see Dana's significant other while we talk
Oh, no,
about a
he-
Sharks craziness right now. This is Teal Town After Dark. Good evening, everyone. It is Monday, December 29th, 2025. The Sharks eke and claw their way through Anaheim and win 5-4 over the Anaheim Ducks. We welcome you to this edition of Teal Town After Dark, your live interactive Sharks postgame. We do this after every game, so please, if you want to be part of the show, by all means, do yourself a favor. Be a part of the conversation and join us in the right now on the YouTube page of the app, and fans all over the world and in Sharks territory. You can always follow us on the social. Felix once again did a great job on the Twitter, Blue Sky, and Threads. Giffen the games live, and of course find everything at tealtownusa.com. And if you want to support the pod, please do so on Venmo at tealtownusa, or hit us up on a super chat while you're watching us live. And if you're watching us on the replay, by all means, leave a comment down below on what you thought of tonight's game. Where I want to know is, Dana, how are you doing? You're not hyperventilating anymore, I'm assuming.
No, it really has been the best of times, worst of times for me this season. I got to cover the Pittsburgh game. I got to cover the Vegas game last week. I said I would try and purge it from my memory. I guess it didn't work. And I also got to cover whatever this game is. Is it true that I didn't look at the final shots on goal, but I was going to? Is it true they only got to 13?
Only 13.
The Ducks are at what, 60?
And I think I got to update ask these numbers, but 42 shots on goal for the Ducks. At one time it was like 40-10, and I think Mrazek only faced one shot with a Shark, like before the Ostapchuk goal. I mean, it was just.
Oh, you mean the goal Macklin Celebrini wasn't on the ice for because we don't need him? Bum. Sell his ass off at the deadline. See if we can get a, I don't know, first round pick for him.
Oh, that won't be clipped at all.
Also, to answer the question about how Sharky stays on my shoulder, I whisper nice things to him and he sticks around. No, it's a magnet. It's like there's a extra little piece. I got it at SAP Center, but I think you can get them online.
Yes, and I think they have them in Califin too.
But I do also whisper nice things to him.
Doug Bentz, if you're watching, there's your promotion for the Sharks Pro Shop. Oh man, so the Sharks come back down to SoCal for this brief 2-game Pacific Coast road trip, following that Ducks or that Canucks lot. Let me try that again. The Sharks come down to Anaheim to finish their brief 2-game Pacific Coast road trip after beating the Canucks 6-3. Come here, and the Ducks have been dominating all year. I mean, not as much as they were early on. I think they're like,
they've been kind of flopping recently, and
yeah, they've been kind of up and down. And if it weren't for Vegas losing in overtime, they'd be in first place right now. But I digress. The Sharks continuing to do things. I don't know. It seems like they were they wanted to redeem that overtime loss to the Ducks in like game 2 of the season.
They won.
They made it happen.
I'm not mad about it. It was just it's just a little bit of a mess of a game. Like they won. I can't say they didn't.
You just wish that they I don't know, made it a little more comfortable on our hearts.
I know, but it's always like this with the Ducks. Like they, I think, have the worst goals against in the league. So every game against them is going to be a shooting gallery, or like the hockey guy says, 80s night.
Yeah, there you go.
This is slightly less 80s night than their first matchup. But yeah, God, I really thought the Ducks were going to tie it up those last few minutes. Like, I did not think we were going to be going on after regulation wound down, but here we are. Wait.
It's just craziness. Let me get into the comments.
Yes. I think we did get a super chat.
Yeah, I'll get to that in just a jiffy. Big Bird, of course, blood pressure through the roof. Great game, Sharks win. I mean, if you're a Niners and Sharks fan right now, and your blood pressure has been through the roof through the last like 28 hours, is that the lowest shot goal win? And no, I think you know what? I think I saw the other last year. I think the Red Wings had like 9 shots on goal and beat the.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh! It's just crazy to see here. I'm trying to see. Quack Attack Inc. Pack Chat. Someone's seen the Mighty Ducks movies. Lester Averman, yes. Teal Curtin prognosticating when Smith comes back, does he go to the second line or does Warsaw break up the first line and put in with Macklin Chernyshov?
Problems that we like to have.
I
You're
can
not sending Cherney back, that's for sure.
How
We
can
better not, or someone's gonna see these fists. They're not very intimidating fists, but I'll fly out early.
Well, hopefully by the time that happens, you're commuting down instead. So, but yeah, just all over the place. But the Sharks got go. Oh, here we go. Cherry F, $2 super chat. Celebrating a Sharks win with my son. Good to see you on, my friend. Appreciate you as always. And here's another way to look at it. Anaheim's goaltending tandem made single-digit saves. I mean,
they weren't the goalie that was raising my blood pressure all game. I'll tell you that for free.
Oh man, isn't that the truth? Yeah, Dostal made 5 saves. Mrazek made 3. He only had 4 shots on goal to face. Wow. Oh my god, that's nuts. That's nuts. I mean, wow. Okay, we got another one. Sharkaholic 12. By the way, if you don't follow Sharkaholic 12, he's done some amazing work on with his 3D printer. I know he's done frames and magnets. Just a little shout out, dude. Appreciate you, my friend. But just crazy. Yeah. And Dan Moore mentioning last year the Sharks allowed something like 12 shots by Ottawa and we lost. So, oh man, yeah, it was one of those crazy ones. But let's get at it. I gotta say, Wennberg had a hell of a night. He had a pair of an assist.
Oh yeah, he wants to be on that Swedish team real bad.
Oh yeah, and you know what? And you bring up a good point, Dana. There's definitely, for guys that might be on the bubble, a little bit of momentum factor or inspirational factor to try to get their last minute jabs in to get their ticket punched for Milan. And Wennberg, I mean, just on the first goal alone for Ferraro.
Yeah, anyone know how to say please in Swedish?
We should have somebody, I would think. We are a worldwide program, so I mean, of course.
Yeah, we have some Swedish followers. Anyway, once we find out how to say please in Swedish, I'll call up the Swedes and
absolutely. But I mean that beautiful pass from Wennberg to Ferraro to make it 1-0. I mean,
and you know what? I hate that you can't have 3 assists because then Graf would have had 1, and he also made that happen. It was a collaborative goal. Everyone did beautifully. Chef's kiss. And congrats on 100 points to Mario Ferraro.
Yeah, he gets his 100th point on that goal. A nice feed to him. He bangs it home to make it 1-0. About 4.5 minutes later, Troy Terry does tie it up on a backhand shot that beat Askarov. That made it 1-1. And then, it's the Macklin Celebrini show, as Randy mentioned it on Saturday.
Who?
The,
Guy who spent minutes of this game in the locker room?
Oh my goodness, you are being funny tonight. But Wennberg and Toffoli on the assist there. What did you think of that Celebrini goal for his 21st of the year? And we haven't made it to the new year yet. Oh my god! She has a post-it note on it.
I didn't leave a comment on that one. Let me remind myself. A lot went on this game, y'all.
Oh yeah. That's all right. So 2-1 Sharks after one. They get that late goal in there. Yeah, that was a nice one there. Second period, the guy you were kind of talking about earlier, Igor Chernyshov. I mean, he can't,
beauty.
He can't go down.
No, he made Dostal look like an ECHL goalie in that moment. Even literally one of the first things I wrote for this game was Cherny looks so good. Just in the first couple minutes of the game, like he is buzzing. He is point per game right now.
Yeah.
No, he's so good.
Yeah.
How did he fall to the second round?
Because you can't have 33 picks in the first round, it seems like. And I know Jules mentioned it online, so I'll shout her out. Chernyshov from Celebrini and Dickinson, the Sharks' first three picks in the 2024 draft, doing things. And, I mean, hashtag future is Teal, but, I mean, my goodness.
The present is Teal.
Yeah, and they were giving out presents tonight because and that move too. Those all looked like, as they would say years ago, looked like a rented mule. Just was out of there and just was just crazy and made it nice and fooled them to make it 3-1. Eki would get one around the 12-minute mark from Celebrini, so that would be
happy for him. He was like, I'm not settling for an own goal from the previous game. I want a real goal for myself.
Yes. So
yeah, I mean, I guess if he gets, we'll cross the Will Smith coming back, who we're going to move around Bruce when we get there. But, I mean, I've liked him and Celebrini it's almost like Celebrini makes everyone better.
Will knows he's in trouble if Celebrini starts doing TikToks with Chernyshov. Are we wrong? I mean, it's just going to be crazy. Let's look in here. Got a super chat. Maya's bias 7517. I think. Pardon if I got that wrong, but good to see you. $4.99 super chat. Super chats do keep the lights on for us, so we're not paying out of pocket to bring the fun fan content to you. They're saying the team is running on fumes. Celebrini and hardy desperation. We will add at the deadline or wait. It was wishful dreaming if we could trade for Hughes. Yeah, Hughes wasn't coming here. He doesn't.
Sorry if anyone got their hopes up.
Yeah, unfortunately, no, that's not going to happen. And the Sharks are, I think they're going to hope for Cagnoni. They're hoping for Polkamp, among others, including Dickinson, to be the one to be that Hughes guy. It's certainly something that the Sharks will need to do. At the deadline, I don't know. I honestly don't know.
We're not going to be big sellers. I think the guys that might get sent away are the obvious ones. I don't think there's going to be like a big moves, you know what I mean? Because I don't know, maybe we could like totally tank before the playoffs and everything would, or totally tank before the deadline and everything go to hell, and maybe we are sellers. But I don't know. Although Mike Greer has surprised us, but I think the guys who are going away are not going to be surprises.
Yeah, I think there's going to have to be similar to the Hurdle trade a couple years ago. There has to be something that's going to knock your socks off to make a move.
Yeah. Keep the phone lines open.
Yeah.
I think I wonder if Klingberg definitely wants to prove himself enough to. I mean, if the Sharks are really in a playoff spot and won't be matched up against Colorado, then maybe there's something there. But he absolutely signed that contract at the start of the year, being like, "All right, I'm gonna rack up the points. You're gonna send me to a contender. Everyone wins."
Right, and that's the biggest thing. More than anything, Dana, I think, is help me help you. Yes, the team is more competitive this year. Yes, the guys like Gaudette, the guys like Wennberg, Skinner, and such that are kind of like we're keeping the binoculars on to see where you're at and what you could bring to another team.
I don't know who's giving us much for Skinner.
No,
sorry,
yes. Skinner, no.
Even if he might have wanted that.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. But I think early on they're thinking, well, maybe if we get this guy. I mean, it's similar to two guys that we had like Jake Wallman, where fetched the first rounder. And then there's guys that, like Mike Hoffman, which never saw the light of day ever again in the NHL. So it's a chance you take, but, you're hoping for it.
With Wennberg, I'm thinking would I take a first round pick for Wennberg? I don't know, because you have to cultivate that first round pick. They're, unless they're in the top, 10, it's unlikely they're going to be NHL ready. So that's going to be somewhat of an investment anyway. And Wennberg isn't old. He's 30, right? So that's one where I'm I don't know. I maybe would hold on to him even for a first rounder, and, maybe throwing some top prospects in there, maybe give him away. But he's the one where I'm
yeah,
it would take a lot.
Yeah, he's 31 years old, from Sweden, of course. My thing is...
I disagree, Jules. Sorry.
What? What?
No, she just disagrees with what I said, that I wouldn't give away Wennberg for a first.
If you're offering one, you take it. Yeah, I mean, and she comes back with, but I would still extend Winnie, so...
Okay,
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Make up your mind. But again, that's the problem. That's
can't have our Wennberg and eat him too.
I mean, but that's kind of the problem that the Sharks are going to have in the next couple of months.
It's a good problem to have.
It's a great problem to have, because you're building the right pieces. However, I forget who said it in the chat earlier. You're going to have a decision to make very soon once the World Juniors is over and Misa comes back as to what happens there.
Oh, speaking of which, apparently Misa had himself a game.
Yeah. He had a goal in Canada's 9-1 win over, I believe it was Denmark. So now everybody can...
Did they shake hands?
As long as they didn't tap butts with their sticks, apparently, that we saw earlier.
God help Hockey Canada. I'm so sorry. God help them.
There's a reason why you can only get cheap jerseys from Bauer from it. Guys.
So back to the game.
Anyways, yes.
Where were we?
Well, you kind of distracted because it was 4-1 at the time.
Oh, yes. I was just saying I wish Graf could have gotten an assist. Oh, no, wait. That was the first goal. My post-its are out of order. We were talking about Cherny making Dostal look like a clown. And then after that, I wrote 8 minutes left in the second, and the shots are 8-23.
And that ninth one was Eklund to make it 4-1. And then the Ducks started getting going. And you could definitely see it. I think they outshot the Sharks in that period 12-3.
Sounds right. Sounds about right.
Excuse me, 14-3. Here. You want to talk about consistency? The Ducks had 14 shots in every period tonight, and just a rough night of goaltending for the Ducks, honestly. And those who were questioning Askarov, and I'm talking to you, guy who took over for Max in the Mercury News. Yeah, Askey's not the problem. It's the defense. That defense needs to get better. Okay. Anyways,
Askey is lucky. He made good saves this game, absolutely, but he's lucky that some of those journeys, wanderings from his net, didn't cost the Sharks this game.
oh yeah. Okay.
I
So
thought
yeah,
they would have had a conversation with him at intermission, and then I literally texted Book Guy about it, and literally not 1 second later, he wanders out of his net again.
I think in keeping with the Ducks theme here, you have to use your scarves, hockey stock, suspenders or whatnot to just strap these goaltenders to the net. I know Ned's got a goalie goal, and I'm sure Askey is probably like, I want a goalie goal too, but just no, guys. We already went through Artur's Urbe. That was a no. Just no. So Cutter Gauthier made it 4-2, and you can definitely see the Ducks really coming on big time there, but Askarov hung in there. Sharks were getting hemmed in their own zone in the third period, where Mityukov would get it in on a snapper to make it 4-3, 3 minutes in, and I mean, that's where we started hyperventilating, right, Dana?
I really thought the Ducks were gonna win, like for most of this game, even when the Sharks were leading. So I was just kind of like, all right. I mean, I knew it was gonna be a shooting gallery, no matter what, no matter who was on which side of which number.
And the Ducks just look incredible. Gauthier has been a force with them, along with Leo Carlson, Troy Terry, who's been there for a little bit, but yeah, I mean, just these guys look good, and they're going to be a force to reckon with for a very long time, and that rivalry is going to be off the charts very soon, if not sooner. So 4-3 Ducks trail the Sharks until Zach Ostapchuk, after a crazy power play and a crazy PK kill, he just gets to the front of the net, tips an Iorio shot to give them the insurance they desperately needed. Thank God.
Yeah, shout out to the PK. Did they allow a power play goal?
No, they did not.
No.
So
Okay. Well, stick taps. I'm sure Colin Graff did something great there, even if I might not have written it down specifically. Yeah, no, there were, and I know, Anaheim's power play isn't like the most dangerous, but they got some good looks on some of those power plays. So Sharks PK definitely came through big time this game.
And yeah, and sorry, I didn't mean to jump on you there. But Celebrini gets hit in the face. It looks like the cheek. It looks like the eye. God, I mean, that could have been worse. I mean, I remember seeing, what was it, Brian Berard, like 20, 25 years ago, and was
that
never
a Sharks player?
No, it was a I think it was a Maple Leaf at the time, and he didn't wear a visor at the time, and it just was just got snuck in there. Yeah, Mac missed a little bit of time. The reason why I bring that up is he would come back. He would finish out like the last, 5-6 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, of the third period. But Colin Graff led all forwards tonight on time on ice at 21:15 for that. And
as if I couldn't love him anymore. Never done a bad thing in his life.
Yeah, and it's just kudos to him hanging in there, and the guys hanging in there all over the place, collapsing. I want to see that last shift, because I swear Delandria and company were out there like the last 2+ minutes out there. And yes, Troy Terry would get a goal to make it 5-4. But time on ice, San Jose. I'm just curious here to see what they did. So hold on. But I mean, overall, a good night. Definitely need to work on getting some more offense, Dana. But somehow found a way to get the win.
Mm-hmm. They don't ask how. No, but this game was super, super important to win because, I mean, goes out saying they're in our division. If I guess y'all, we're going for that playoff spot. So it would be really nice to try and get that third spot in the Pacific if we can. Gosh, I don't know. Should I even be speaking of these aspirations? Anyone here superstitious? But like, if we are going to go for the playoffs, I would want that. I would want a division spot, because otherwise you risk getting thrown in against Colorado, which we wouldn't want.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, I feel like it would have been really disappointing if they lost this game, especially since the Ducks have been sliding. They probably really wanted to win this game. Not that I would ever say I feel bad for the Ducks, but I mean, they played hard. I will absolutely give that to them. They made the Sharks work for it. But yeah.
Yeah. So guys like Dellandrea, Ferraro were on the ice for over 2.5 minutes. In the essence of Colin Graff, he had a shift. He had a minute 19 shift that took him from 5.5 to about 4 minutes ago. Gets a minute of game time to rest, is out there until the last half minute of the game. And for a guy that, no disrespect to Warsaw, but a guy who's definitely shown a little more bias towards the vets, a guy who's playing the right way, prove that if you play the right way, you'll get the dividends in the ice time indeed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. People asking what happened to Gaudette. I am not sure I recall.
Yeah, I don't know. And they didn't notice it right away until after Macklin was in there and they didn't see him. He looks like, when looking at the shifts, he was out there like within the last 2 minutes or the first 2 minutes of the third period. So we'll have to look at that something there. I know he's been dealing with something nagging, so we'll look for that, and maybe we'll see if one of the beat writers can get that going for us here. Felix, I know you got some quotes, and I know William Eklund said not enough can be said about this guy, William Eklund on Macklin Celebrini. No, I mean that's just a crazy one. I mean, it's just been lights out here. Your Post-it notes, my dear friend.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I told you, I kind of went through most of what I said.
Okay. I just want to make sure nothing was missed.
Yeah. Oh, we got it.
All right.
I'm prophetic in writing the first thing I wrote being Cherny looks so good.
Oh, I mean,
whole game, like whether he had the puck, whether he didn't, busting his booty out there.
Indeed. Looking at some of the tweets that are coming out there, Macklin with 3 points padded his road point total to 32 in 19 games. 32 points in 19 games. Oh my God. He joins Gretzky with 18 games played in 1980-81 as the only other teenager in league history to record 30 points in fewer than 20 road games. That's just...
I mean, if you have a stat that starts with teenager, Macklin's probably in there, unless it's like save percentage.
Yes, that's it. He's that good.
Or
Celebrini
like penalty
Bethesda.
minutes. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
The
So
deserve to win-o-meter had Sharks at what? I need to see
really?
this. I used to like go to the deserve to win-o-meter like religiously.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day. I kind of stopped. But I need to see
Uh,
this. Oh yeah. Well, at one point.
Jules, thank you. Ostapchuk says he thinks Celebrini is one of the best players in the world. Would be stunned if he didn't make Team Canada. I'm holding my breath a little bit now because he did get injured. That announcement will apparently be at 8:30 Pacific time on Wednesday morning, New Year's Eve. When
Oh
that happens, Jules and I will be on the air for that.
yes. Who has who? Chucky.
Chucky.
Who? I don't know all their nicknames. Oh, Stop Chuck.
Oh,
I'm guessing. Good for him. Also, deserve to win-o-meter. Mine says 2.5.
2.5%
So there was a chance.
for the Sharks or for the Ducks?
Oh, for the Sharks.
For a team that was up 4-1. Yikes.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Eric Swearingen saying, was at the game sitting right underneath Randy. What a game. Celebrini is officially captain. Yeah, he's definitely showing off those qualities. I mean, I should really just rip off the A on my jersey and put a C on there very soon.
I'm waiting to get a Celebrini jersey until he's the captain.
That would be honestly, if they don't have a promotion for that to add an A on, that'd be great.
Who's saying they don't want?
Rob saying, I don't
No,
want
they're.
him on Team Canada. I hate when Sharks players are on the Olympic teams. Makes me nervous.
Oh, question. Who are you guys going to root for in the Olympics?
And that's a big one. Because
I am highly conflicted for many reasons, some that have to do with hockey, some that don't. I'm just rooting for fun.
let's just have fun. Let's have a great tournament. I mean, no pressure to what the Four Nations brought, but oh my God.
Hopefully no 45-minute phone calls about annexing Canada or whatever.
Oh God, let's not. Let's not. Jesse James BM asking, what line does Smith go to when he comes back? I would hate to break up that top line.
I don't have a good answer.
I mean, yes, there's the chemistry with Smith and Celebrini. I mean, but do you put him on the second line to build up the second line a little bit better, especially if Misa is going to be with him?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it's, to me, ball's kind of in Eklund's court in some ways. If he can be like, hey, because Macklin makes everyone better. But the question is, like, who gives that extra oomph and makes Macklin and their other line mate, if that's Cherny or whoever, makes them that much better. So, but it's like this kind of competition is good. It's bringing out the best in our players.
Yeah, no, and I think a lot of people are saying this. Snack Attack 8, saying, I hope everyone stays healthy, but rooting for Celebrating individually and USA team wise. I could totally see that. Just looking at a tweet from Shang saying Sharks PR declined to make Celebrini available for postgame.
Oh.
Saw Celebrini halfway in the hallway, postgame. Cheek a little puffy, but he finished the contest, so should be no issue for the next game on New Year's Eve. Sharks do practice tomorrow morning at noon, or tomorrow afternoon at 12 p.m. Also saw Gaudet, looks like lower body, hobbling around on his own. So hopefully, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I think we need to give some of these guys some maintenance days.
I know.
But all in all, a 5-4 win. I think good on them for finding a way to to get the victory. I mean, not an easy one, but I didn't think it was going to be.
Period.
The win does put them at 41 points. LA does have a game in hand on them, so the Sharks are sitting in the number 2 wild card spot right now. Seattle now is the team chasing
Oh,
the
is
Sharks.
their game over? No,
Um,
they were playing the Canucks tonight.
I believe they were in Seattle. Let me see here.
Oh,
Please,
Canucks won. Good.
Canucks won, so that
Oh, but in shootout.
win it. So the Seattle Kraken do get a point there. Let me update the standings here if we can. I would show the graphics, but unfortunately, they don't work on here.
Wow, Edmonton pulled into first in the Pacific. Granted, like everyone has games in hand on them, but
I just want to say how Edmonton is at
how do they
2014
do this
6th.
every year? Every year they push it further and further as to like how far into November they can be bad.
Right, right.
It's like a crank they pull on the league. Sorry.
No, you're good. It's like they relax, take October, November off, and then December, let's go.
Yeah.
Dan Moore saying, by the way, only 4 likes? Really? Only 4 likes? Come on.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go like it, and
You
I'm
go
cool
like
and
it.
trendy. So if Dana's liking the video, you guys should too.
Oh my god, you're hilarious. Here, yeah. Come on, now let's make that happen. Yeah, okay, that's a lot better. That's a heck of a lot better. Thank you very much. That does help us along the way here. Yeah, Kurashev has been hurt. Well, hopefully once we get into the new year, we will get more info on him, and the same with Smitty.
So I know they mentioned Kurashev might be up for the Swiss team. I really hope that any injury doesn't prevent him from going to the Olympics.
Yeah, and you would hate for that, but you know, man, oh man, it'd be nice to get some representation, but at the same time, don't get hurt. We saw
Yeah,
what happened with Hasek and Tavares years ago. But then again, 4 feet of ice is not there. It's going to be a
yeah,
little interesting.
yeah. I mean, this is me looking like towards the next Olympics, but could you imagine a Macklin Team Canada versus Will Smith Team USA?
It's a possibility.
I need it more than oxygen.
Okay, let's not die, Dave.
I know I'm
Please.
going more than 4 years, and that's assuming the NHL.
Well, yeah, of course.
Let them go to the Olympics.
Exactly. So, all right. With that, I think that wraps things up on there. The Sharks get their 19th victory. That's right. That's 2 more victories than the Vegas Golden Knights have, and they're in second place. So, I'll just leave it at that because it's just mind blowing that that's happening. In case you missed anything or you want to watch this again, you can do so at tealtownusa.com or wherever you get your podcasts. Audio version will be up shortly. Of course, you're watching us on YouTube. We thank you. As mentioned, hit that like button. It does help us a long way. Hit that subscribe button to enjoy our content more. And of course, hit that notification bell because when news breaks, like whether or not Celebrini makes Team Canada or not, we will be here to discuss it. Indeed. So, with that, Dana, your final thoughts on this evening?
It was a really entertaining game, and fun to cover, and it definitely has dawned on me that it's like we're sitting here talking about like God, like who's gonna be on the Sharks' first line when like this person comes back or this person goes up. Like that is not a discussion we've been able to have the last like 4 or 5 years. Like it was more of a like, ugh, I guess we have to put this person on the first line, but like.
Yes.
No, we're like, well, if they're not on the second line, then who's on the third line? Like, we are so blessed. So it's been a good start to the season. And yeah, happy New Year, everyone.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll see you next year.
We will see you next year, and we will see you. When are you moving? I swear, I keep waiting to see boxes, and you're like in an empty
Oh, there
room.
are boxes. They're just over there.
Ah, okay, gotcha, gotcha. So,
um, in waves, but officially like end of January.
okay,
Hmm.
gotcha. You just want to enjoy the snow just a little bit more.
Oh yeah, no, we have another storm starting. I saw someone was saying something about shoveling snow. Uh, I couldn't possibly shovel snow because it would just keep coming down and bury my shovel. Like that's what it's like right now.
Oh goodness. Well, thank you. Hang in there and enjoy while you can. Sharks, Jules stealing my line a little bit here. Sharks had 20 wins all of last season, and they can match that if they beat the Minnesota Wild on New Year's Eve. That is a 1 p.m. start in San Jose. So we'll be on in the afternoon before you go out and celebrate the new year. But so we'll look forward to you to being back here on the YouTube channel, along with any audio podcast platforms you enjoy us on. So I thank you very much for watching. We will see you Wednesday, New Year's Eve, following Sharks and Wild. And until then, keep it real, keep it teal, keep it real teal. Have a great night, everyone. We will see you on New Year's Eve. We expect you all to be in your fancy outfits. Good night, everyone.